He's ring.
Sugar Ray Robinson, one of the most skilled boxers. The fighters are ready.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing.
Not too many seats to be. And we're underway in round one. Both men step back for just a moment. He just misses with that jab. Good counter-punching from both these fighters. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
You can walk into an arena and be the hero. The pressure, the expectation, the desire from the fans. You can't get away from it. Ignore them. Lock it off. I know it's hard. I can hardly hear you, Todd. You've got to ignore them. Get on with your job.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dares do anything out of turn.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be on this. You've got to be on it. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
And he misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell. And there's the bell for round two. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Missed him with that uppercut. The counter fighter relies a lot on their instincts and reaction time. You've got to get in there quick to punch your opponent before he gets his fist back to block.
They have got great ring IQ. Counter punches are the best.
Just misses with that big right hand. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Jacobs in real trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again. He misses with that jab. A big left, but doesn't score with it. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. What would you tell this guy if he's got... Here we go in round three. Who's going to land the first big shot? So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Good left counter that lands. In these middleweight type of fights, Johnny, you're obviously not going to see the speed you see in some of the lighter divisions or the power you see in some of the heavier divisions, but you sort of get the best of both worlds.
Look back in the history books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
Can they figure out the combination to this safe? He misses with that jab.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I gotta respect both of them. More than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. This fight has a real good flow to it. He threw the hook, didn't land. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Good counter punching. I promise you, all three. Back at it in round 4. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It could all come down to who's in better shape.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Nice offensive display, landing that left counter. He missed with that jab. Nice exchange here from both men. Both men step back for just a moment. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Don't let this fighter's speed fool you. There's some method to the madness. These are precision shots, and they're coming at lightning speed.
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
He just gets out of the way of that right uppercut. You don't want to trade shots. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Seemed like eternity. And there's the bell for round 5. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Both men step back for just a moment. When you've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses, how do you deal with it?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Missing with that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody.
I think they both think we're playing tiddlywinks. This is the fight game. When you get in there, you get in to fight. The fans are paying their money to watch you fight. We're sat here to talk about you fight. The cornermen are there because they want to see you fight. We need a fight.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Great counter right hand there. No rest for the weary. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. You know that bell was... Here we go in the 6th round. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Lands with the right counter. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Both men step back for just a moment. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. When are we going to see a jab from these two?
This is easy for us to say and comment here at ringside, but those guys can see what they've got to do. I understand there's a lot of pressure. I understand there's some guys that are just naive or inexperienced, but just give them a break. Give them a little time.
This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
And there's the bell for round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around? You'd like to see more jabs. Do you believe this? How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Both men step back for just a moment. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You'd like to see more jabs.
I've been in some boring fights, trust me. I know what it feels like. You got to get out of that rut because there's a lot of pressure, especially when you hear a boo in the crowd, especially when you hear the opposite corner, especially when you can hear a pin drop. It means they're thinking, we're bored.
Catch and shoot. Neither fighter willing to sit down on these punches. They're arm punches. They're scoring, but they're not going to hurt anybody. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. bad as boxing judging. And we enter the 8th round. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one. When we talk about a fighter having power, don't just look at the head punches they throw. Look at the body shots. That can be the real difference.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice counter shot. Nice exchange here from both men. Nice counter. And he fails to score with that left hook. That counter shot lands. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented. Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
The jab not finding its target. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You know the scorecards are gonna be all over the place in this one. Well, this is the time.
Come on.
And there's the bell for round 9. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
And he just missed with that left jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too. Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, Meg looks good.
And there's the bell for round 10. Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Throws the jab, it doesn't score. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters. They can terrorize the life out of you before they've even thrown a shot. The strength they have, the speed they have, and that knockout punch, they want to punch through you. They don't want to punch you. They want to punch straight through you. So you've got to be careful.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Neither man really defending themselves.
Totally impressed. You know what? You got skill. You got... Oh, my goodness. I admire these guys.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That's another scoring shot. And a counter left. You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been safe. And there's the bell for round 11. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here. You've heard the phrase, finding a second wind. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system. So a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
A swing and a miss. Left counter scores. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. You couldn't write a script like this. This is like Rocky versus Apollo. Nice job landing that left counter punch. That left counter punch will score. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of these earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Todd, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Got out of the way of that right hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, who thought we would have made it to 12? Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Catch and shoot with the left counter. Good job. Just missed with that hook. Hey, those punches add up. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
It's a very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
There's a right hand. Fantastic punch. Punch, counter punch. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.